Dave, obviously Blake pitched a terrific game. He's rolling there. His pitch counts in check. I'm sorry. Why pull him at that point?
I thought it was a tough one for me. Hadn't been in the ninth inning, 8 ups, potential going on regular. His next outing, I thought it was 50-50. Roki's been throwing the baseball really well. Have a 2-run lead. I felt good with Roki there.
Kevin?
Dave, with Ohtani and Trinan, 2 guys that you really need and have been both scuffling a little bit, not great performances, but Shohei got the 3 walks, set up what proved to be the winning run. Trinan did get out of that inning, did close the game out. Is this moving in the right direction? Are these positive signs?
Absolutely. I think obviously it was a tight ball game to the end, but I thought offensively we were very good tonight. I thought we took good at-bats all night long. We put the ball in play, didn't strike out. Obviously, there were some crazy things that happened that they weathered some innings, but offensively, I thought we were great. I thought the defense played really well, and to see Blake come in and close it out was big for his confidence and us going forward. And Shohei, yeah, I thought Shohei's at-bats were great tonight.
Fabian?
Yeah, Dave, what did you see from Roki in the ninth inning? Do you think there might have been some carryover just from going 3 innings in Game 4 of the DS there?
I don't know. He had 3 days off. Everything I heard, he felt great, and there were some near misses. But, you walk 3 guys, and so he was just off a little bit. But I thought the stuff was still good, but just missing. And I don't know, if there was carryover from the 3 innings. Just kind of betting on, how he's saying he feels and the coaches and training staff. And, with the 3 days off, I felt good with him.
And with Blake, obviously, you've seen a lot of good postseason pitching performances, but where do you think Blake Snell's outing ranks among those tonight? This was
as good as I can remember in the postseason against a very, gritty team, puts the ball in play. The changeup was the pitch of the night. His command was great. And, you're not going to see too many performances like that, certainly in the postseason. This was pretty special.
Let's go over to the left side, Russell.
Doc, when you're seeing the changeup, get so much swing and miss, is there a feeling first, second inning where he has the full arsenal working?
Yeah, I did. And he just has an ability to kind of manipulate the changeup within the changeup. And I thought his command, his delivery, he was just sort of in that zone tonight. And so I saw that early on and, had no hesitation, obviously running him through 6, through 7, and through the 8th inning.
Go to Anthony, second row, and then back to Bill.
Just what is going through your mind in the 9th when, not that there was ever a large margin in this game, but a game that was relatively secure suddenly becomes not so much?
That team's going to fight. They're going to fight to the end. We know what we're up against. And you just want to, hope guys make pitches, keep making pitches. And you got to give credit to those guys. They took the walks. They kept the line moving. And ultimately, we had to put the ball over the plate. And Blake, fortunately had a good at-bat versus Terang. But it's not going to come easy. This is going to be a grind. It's going to be tough. And, no one expects it to be.
Bill?
I just wonder what you saw in that kind of weird double play. Did you figure it out as it was going on, or it happened so fast you didn't even realize what was happening?
It happened fast. I didn't know he didn't catch it, to be quite honest. We go over that rule. Teo knows the rule. I think right there he just had a little bit of a brain fart, appreciating that when it does hit the glove, you can tag there, but then he tagged, did it correctly, then saw, he didn't catch it and went back, and that was the mistake. But he owned it, and, after that, there's nothing else you can do about it.
Fabian?
It seemed like even after they reviewed it, you sort of went out for an explanation. What sort of were you looking to get from the umpires there? Was it sort of just about who relayed what to where in terms of the ball was?
I just wanted clarity. Honestly, I didn't know that they ruled it a no catch. So I just wanted clarity on the whole situation, and then kind of making sure that they got a couple force outs, which they did, and ultimately those guys and replay and the guys on the field got it right. They nailed it.
Yeah, Blake, this is a weird question to ask a guy who's throwing a no-hitter, but have you ever had an outing where you've been as locked in as you kind of were tonight?
A no-hitter, yeah. You answered that. I mean, I feel like the whole postseason, I've been pretty locked in, pretty consistent. So, different outings, but yeah, it was just, 8 innings, went deeper. But last 3, it felt really good, really locked in, consistent, similar.
I think only 5 of your last 51 pitches were fastballs. Like, how much does that kind of speak to like how good you felt about your changeup tonight?
I think it's just understanding like what they were trying to do. It's like I pitch off of what they're telling me, not. So I just felt like they were really aggressive to a certain pitch, and it seemed to be that way. So I threw differently. But the next time I face them, if they're more aggressive to other things, then I'll throw the fastball more. It's just that's what they're giving me.
Go to Russell, second row on the left.
Like when you are pitching the way like you did tonight, you're getting a lot of swing and miss with the changeup. Do you feel that in your bullpen before you're coming into the game, or does it take a couple innings to finally get that feel?
Yeah, I mean, coming into the game, I want all 4 pitches to feel good, to just have some kind of feel. They'll all come out. Like when I come out to the game, it'll be different. Like, okay, this is what I'm seeing. I'm going to go with more changeups to this hitter, or more sliders, curve, whatever. But the whole goal is just feel confident that I can strike all 4, and then when I get out there, their approach will tell me what I'm going to do.
Bill in the front.
Maybe one for each of you. Freddie, you've been fortunate to play in so many postseason games. If this wasn't the most dominating pitching performance, what was?
I mean, I can't think of one off the top of my head that was just so good from the start. Sometimes it'll take an inning or 2 for someone to settle in, and it was from the get-go. Just what he can do with the changeup against right-handed hitters, I think that's from 82 to 88. You can throttle it whenever he wants. It's not just one pitch. He's throwing it. It's like 3 different pitches when you throw it 3 different speeds for hitters. And then when you think you're going to sit on something, here comes 96, 97. It was a masterpiece tonight.
Yeah. And Blake, what does it mean to you to go from, early in your career, you got great stuff, and everybody's talking about, well, okay, 5 innings, 100 pitches, to now you can get 7th, 8th inning every time. Maybe could you go on the 9th? Feel like you could have gone on the 9th?
Yeah, I mean, I felt I could have, but I trust Dave. He knows what's best for the team.
Yeah. But as far as the growth.
Yeah, and then one more, I've always been a pitcher that could locate. I've just been labeled a wild pitcher, but I've never felt that's ever been true. But my last 3 years have been pretty consistent, and I could throw the ball, do what I want with the ball, but the narrative's always been, he's a wild pitcher, walks a lot of guys, but I laugh at it because it's not true. And I know that because I'm the one throwing the ball.
Fabian.
Yeah, Blake, before the game, Andrew was kind of talking about the conversations you were having early on in free agency about what it meant to be in October and how that was kind of what was driving you at this point in your career. Like, how much do you kind of remember about those talks with Andrew early on this offseason, and what did you kind of express to him at that time?
Yeah, no, it's clear as day. I remember saying Freddie, Mookie, Shohei in that lineup, I can't wait to pitch. That was really the start of it, but just seeing what they're able to do and wanting to be a part of it and knowing how important postseason is to them, and that's just something that I wanted to be a part of. Even playing against them, watching, it was just always in the back of my mind, I wanted to be a Dodger and play on that team. And to be here now it's a dream come true. I couldn't wish for anything more. And yeah, I'm just going to do the best I can to help us win a World Series.
Russell.
Freddie, you have about 25 ABs against Blake in your career. You kind of touched on it a little bit. What is an at-bat like against Blake, especially left on left?
I think I talk about gray hair a lot. That's where some of them come. When you face guys like him and Jacob deGrom and those kind of pitchers, you know when the minute you wake up, it's going to be a battle that night. And when you face a power pitcher that can locate 3+ pitches, you know it's going to be tough. And that's the thing. It's just like you mentioned earlier, it's how he pitched tonight is not probably going to how he pitches the next time. And so it's hard to scout. It's hard to feel good against someone. You might have success in one game and it'll be completely thrown out the door and you're going to strike out 3 times. And I've done it, and it's just, he knows what he's doing on the mound. I am so happy that we are sitting next to each other now and doing press conferences together and not having to be apart and walking by each other and talking about how he beat us again, because he did it a lot. And he's amazing. There's a reason he's a 2-time Cy Young Award winner. He's on the biggest stage now, and he's just doing what he's always done.
Anthony, second round, then back to Bill.
Freddie, this probably goes without saying to a certain extent, but especially given the way this game got late, how important was it just to get this one and escape here with a win and sort of establish yourselves now as the favorite in this series?
I mean, we knew coming into the series they play great defense. They pitch. They get the big hits when they need to. That's just who the Brewers are. It was going to be a tough series from the beginning, and you saw it tonight. Every ball we seemed to hit, they caught it, and they pitched great. And we knew from the get-go it was going to be a battle. And when you get one for Blake, you're feeling good, but you always want to get more. We had some opportunities, we didn't get it, but that run in the top of the ninth was huge. Obviously, 2020 hindsight, but. Getting on the road in an environment and taking the first one, it's huge. You can't understate that at all. Just kind of how we did it in Philly, and to get the first one and you turn it over to Yoshi tomorrow. We obviously feeling pretty good, so hopefully we can score some more runs tomorrow.
Bill.
And Blake, just to follow up on how excited you were to be on a team that gets to the postseason, a lot of guys will say players really make their marks of greatness in the postseason. Do you subscribe to that?
Yeah.
And why?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just, it's every situation's a pressure situation. The deeper you go into the postseason, the more that doubt will creep in, or, he was good against this team, but not this. Like, there's always going to be someone to say, oh, there's always a way to find a flaw in something, and it'll be said. So, postseason, if you dominate and you do great, no one can say anything. And that's probably the best feeling, is you get to prove yourself right, or you get to go out there and you get to fail, but at least you get to learn and grow and see, who you are and how do you get better from it.
Let's go up to the fifth row on the left side.
Freddie, it's not just Blake. You guys have gotten good starting pitching throughout this postseason. You guys going 6-7 innings pretty much every outing. How comforting is that, just knowing that you don't have to do what the Brewers did tonight and throw 6 different guys out there?
Yeah, I think the people that cover us, every day, I think we've been saying it for about a month now, going into the postseason. Our starting pitching is what has made us play better going into October. We always were talking about how we were playing our best baseball leading up to this postseason, and it started with our pitching staff. It seemed there was a stretch there, it felt like 6-7 no-hit innings. Every single guy was doing that. And when you, as an offense, you have those guys taking the ball every day and doing that and giving us a chance to win. As an offense, you just want to do everything you can to support them. And you do feel confident when you're not scoring runs at the beginning of the game, because our starting pitcher is going to keep us in that. And with our offense, we're going to find a way and scrap and do anything we can. It was a little different tonight, but these are the games you need to win, the close ones in the postseason, because you're not going to have these massive blowouts. Usually, you'll find one here and there, but you got to win these close games. And our starting pitching for the last 5, I would say, you guys would know more, 7-8 weeks has been. I don't know if you can write enough words in your stories about our starting pitching. It really has been amazing, and they seem to feed off each other. And as an offense, we're just trying to do everything we can to support them.
Let's go up by the cameras on the left side.
Hey, Freddie, so Pat Murphy joked about the fact that you've been a Brewer killer for a while. He wishes you would oversleep tomorrow. I know that there's not much stock that you can take in who you play or where you play, because, it's not fully just about the ballpark, or it's usually just the moment and it changes. But what is it about, whether it be playing here or playing that team, that gets you up maybe a little more?
Yeah, obviously I've played a long time and faced these guys a lot, and there is no rhyme or reason to it. It could literally be I just feel good about my swing during the course of the regular season and those 3 to 4 days that we play the Brewers. And sometimes as a hitter, when you feel good, it doesn't really matter who you're facing. And then sometimes when you're feeling bad, it doesn't matter who's on the mound. You got no chance. And I don't know what it is, or I'm not going to try and find a reason for it, but I like environments where it's not 25 degrees outside and your hands are cold, and I always seem to like enclosed stadiums. But I can't give you a reason, but Murph and I are very close, and I don't think I'm going to oversleep tomorrow.
We'll finish up with Fabian, second row.
Yeah, Blake, you told TV that you kind of like noticed that some of the Brewers lean certain ways and stuff like that when they're on the base pass against you. What did you see specifically on the play where you guys picked off Durbin?
I can't tell you. I saw enough that I need to pick. Yeah.